The Monmouth women's lacrosse team opens up conference play this weekend, visiting Siena on Saturday at 12 noon. I'm here with senior Michelle Gonzales as we look ahead to that. And Michelle, obviously conference play is a whole new season. What do you and the rest of the Hawks take out of the non-league that now, as you look forward to conference play, maybe some things you want to correct, some things you want to keep doing well?
I think it's just a lot of small things. It's definitely fundamentals. We definitely want to keep our energy. And with us, we're looking at this as a new opportunity, a whole new slate. I think we learned a few little things, a few big things in terms of keeping our energy high and, fixing fundamentals on and off the field. But I think going into conference, consistency is going to be key for us and really making sure that we keep our level of play up at the highest level that we possibly can.
The team has had so many close games this season so far. Only 9 games in. You've already had a bunch of 1, 2, 3 goal games. How is playing in so many close games get you ready for some of these now conference games where you know that these games are all going to be close? They're all really tightly contested.
I think, again, it comes down to energy. It comes down to who really wants it more. We're here for a MAC championship, and every game is just as important as, playing a higher-seeded team than somebody lower. I think every game is going to be really difficult this year, but every game is going to be winnable.
Now as we look ahead specifically to Saturday, you go up to Siena. Road game teams have obviously played on the road a lot already this season. What are some things that you're kind of keeping an eye on or wanting to keep your team focused on as you have this season opener or this conference opener with the Saints?
I know this week we've been working on taking a little bit more risks in terms of our defense and keeping our communication really high and just really playing as a unit. I know on attack, that's one thing that we've also been working on. Our chemistry's been really great this week, so we're just really excited to get up there and play them.
Now with first-year head coach Eileen Ghent, as we look ahead to the start of conference play this weekend, and Coach Ghent, quickly looking back at the non-league, you played in so many close games, both home and away, and what are some maybe things that you learned about this team that you didn't learn in preseason that you had to learn on the field those first few games?
I think we learned a lot about ourselves, me as the players, but also they learned a lot about me and the coaching staff as a whole. I think one thing that was very impressive was our offensive production. I'm more of a defensive coach, and I rely on Coach Anderson to do a lot of our offense. But what was impressive this first 9 games was that we had a lot of leaders step up on the field, and a lot of them tended to be offensive, which we've never really had in the past. And I think it did come from Michelle, our offensive captain, but it came from Mariel Pierce, one of our seniors, and it came from Olivia Hickson and other experienced players. And even our non-experienced players who have gotten some games in the past or freshmen, they're contributing verbally in ways that we've never had before, and I think that's led to a lot of our high-scoring games and close games in non-conference play.
Now as we look ahead to Saturday, you open up at Siena, and what's the attitude of the head coach now? Obviously, it's your first go-through as the head coach, but with the start of league play, really is a whole new season, kind of a fresh start, and how are you and the team approaching this opening game specifically with Siena?
You said it right. It is a brand new season. It's go time. We've worked on our improvements, and we have, executed plans, but this is a whole new season, and how we come out in our first game this Saturday against Siena will set the tone for not only the rest of our season, but how other teams approach us the rest of the season. So we've been working on our energy, and we've been working on our consistency and kind of meshing better together, and that's really the purpose of non-conference play. But what matters is Saturday. So we're very excited to get back out there. We've had a nice 10-day kind of lull in the season, but I think we've done a great job at using it to our advantage and really coming out fresh for Saturday.
Well, Coach, we obviously appreciate a few minutes of your preparation. Good luck Saturday against the Saints.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
It's first-year head coach Eileen Ghent getting her women's lacrosse team ready for the conference opener this Saturday at 12 noon in Loudonville, New York against Siena.